Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. Today I'm going to talk about power animals, and some of you may already have seen my previous videos where I uploaded some short videos on power animals, and in this video I'm going to explain to you what it is all about, like what are power animals, where does it come from, and how do they enter people's lives, and in fact what is it all about. So power animals come from very ancient shamanic traditions. So it's a concept that has been used centuries ago. And these power animals are in fact spiritual companions of the soul, spiritual companions that appear in an animal shape. And this concept really dates back to the old ages, and unfortunately they were forgotten for some time. And now this video is for you an invitation to rediscover the power animals and the messages they come with and the potential they come with. So in the shamanic context, the power animals are basically the protectors of humans. They are very wise, and also they are above the ego. They are not caught in these entanglements of the ego anymore. They actually function like illuminated entities, or also like an inner voice. You know, sometimes we have a feeling about something and we see an animal that matches our feeling right there, and this is the inner voice that we should definitely pay more and more attention to. And this inner voice can also be called the higher self, for example. So your higher self can come to you or present itself to you as an animal, in the shape of an animal. Yeah. So because sometimes the higher self, I find it quite funny to meditate on the higher self, because I try to make or to ascribe forms to everything, because I can't just say, okay, this is energy, no form, just floating energy without any form. But for me, it's very nice if animals approach me and I know, okay, this is my higher self talking to me right now. So I have like an actual form that I can communicate with instead of this like empty vision of just energy. Yeah. So in the Christian tradition, there is also this concept of guardian angels. Maybe the power animals can also be somewhat compared with guardian angels, even though power animals are more complex, because they're not only protecting us, they have many facets, which I'm going to explain to you in a short while. So these power animals can really take on any kind of shape. So it could be from the earthworm to the blue whale, from a frog to a cat, elephant, ant. Any insect can basically be a power animal. So when we think about power animals, it's not just the lion, the bear, the tiger, everything that seems powerful to us. Even an insect can be very powerful with their messages. So be very open-minded here. Any animal can approach you and convey a message to you on a spiritual level, and you will see even the smallest animal can be the most powerful guide in a certain time. So these power animals, they can be temporary, so they accompany you for a while, but they can also be permanent. Like, for example, when you incarnate into this world with this body, you have your like either one or more power animals that accompany you through this incarnation, but you will always meet different companions that have different messages for you, different meanings for you, different energy. Yeah. So sometimes you will find an animal very important, or an energy very important that comes from it, and then eventually it will go away because you don't need it anymore. So sometimes power animals also bring energies or things to you that are already within you. So they are already manifested within you, but they are lost or forgotten somewhere in the subconsciousness. They're hidden, and you just need to rediscover them, and they are here to remember you on that. So as I'm very closely related and working with the Mayan tradition in my shamanic healing work, I would like to point out the Mayan calendar here, because the Mayan calendar has 20, it's a cycle of 20 days, and each day is assigned a specific nahual, a specific guardian or guide that is active during that specific day, and each day has a specific energy. And each of these nahuales is also assigned a power animal and the according qualities, of course. And so whenever someone's born in a specific day here, in a specific nahual, this power animal will always accompany you through this life, because you come here with the qualities of this specific power animal. Same for Western astrology or Chinese astrology, the animal signs, the zodiac signs. They're also assigned animals. And each of these signs or animals comes with a specific set of qualities and a specific set of potentials, advantages, but it also comes with challenges and problems that you may encounter during this incarnation. And it's very worthwhile to look into the power animals here that accompany you from the astrological point of view, be it the Mayan calendar or the Chinese or the Western one. So it's really worthwhile to understand what you have inherited by being born in this specific time slot, time period, day, whatsoever. And really get a deeper understanding of how you can make even greater use of your potentials, how you can make the right decisions, and how to avoid, entanglements and problems and challenges that come with the specific companion that you chose when you came here, basically. So in the ancient days, that's interesting for you to know also that the shamans, they invited the power animals for ceremonies in whatever, if you want to dissolve an issue within your mind, your body, if you want to, whatever ceremony it is, like if it's something for finding your soul path, finding your actual destiny, or to get rid of something or dissolve belief systems that you want to get rid of, for example. They invite the power animals because we sometimes face the difficulties in really dissolving our issues, our belief systems that don't bring us anywhere, because we are so bound by our ego and the commodities that come with it. We want to be comfortable. We don't want to leave our comfort zone. This is a very hard thing to do, and that's why we invite the power animals, because they are above the ego. They don't make these shallow excuses for why something doesn't need to be tackled. So I think we all know what I say when I say, okay, some things just keep reoccurring because we are not ready to dissolve them, because we want to have that, that comfort zone active. And that's what the animals also help us with, power animals, on a spiritual level. So how do the power animals enter your life? First of all, they can come in a physical way. For example, if you go to the forest for your jogging routine, or for a walk every day, and every day you keep meeting that deer, or you keep meeting that frog, or it's not the same probably, but you keep meeting the same species every single day, and eventually you're like, okay, this is no coincidence anymore. This is like something wants me to take a closer look here. So that's one way how a power animal can come to you. Sometimes it's not repetitive. It doesn't have to come every day, or it doesn't have to come 10 times. Sometimes one encounter is enough. Sometimes you resonate that much with the power animal that it's totally enough for you. You're like, okay, this is a message. I need to feel, or I need to look deeper into this specific topic, or into this specific energy. And it doesn't have necessarily to be like in the physical animal. Like, for example, when your power animal is the elephant, it will be very hard in Germany to find a wild elephant unless it got escaped from the zoo. But sometimes you also see advertisements where you see, for example, the elephant. You see it the next day on on a postcard that a friend gave to you, and then the next time someone's telling you about the beautiful Africa trip they did and they saw elephants and how beautiful it was. So there are different ways on the physical level how power animals can come to you, in fact. But they can also come to you on a more spiritual level, like, for example, in visions, during meditation, or everyone knows that when you're sitting like this and like, yeah, this was a hard day, pondering about something, and then just 1 second, one thought comes to you, an animal appears, and you think of, let's say, a snake. You don't know why, but all of a sudden a snake appears, and you're like, whoa, why do I think of a snake now? Like, is there any higher reason for that? That could happen, or also in dreams. These power animals appear, or as was very usually back in the day, but you also do it nowadays, you travel energetically, spiritually to a place where you find your power animal together with a shaman. Like in the ancient days, people were more connected with their higher self and with their with heaven and earth, in fact, so it was easier for them to connect with their power animal or power animals. As I said, sometimes it's an entire gang of animals following you around and helping you out. So they had a very easy knowledge and a very easy connections to all these topics. And nowadays we really lost that connection again. It's so sad because it's so easy. These entities are so wise, and they're bursting with energy and knowledge that we can definitely make use of. So yeah, we can try to find this connection again. We can find our own group of power animals, or our soul power animal that is always accompanying us, aside from the astrological ones. Or we can also always listen to what happens during the day in our life if we meet certain energies that took on the form of an animal. So yeah, for me, it's always very nice to know that my higher self can appear as a power animal, because when I only have this, and maybe for some of you it may be the same challenge, if you only have the higher self as a formless and very aerial energy, and you cannot really connect with it or communicate with it because there is a form missing, and all of a sudden there comes a cute little cat and is telling you something, and you can resonate with that cat or with any other animal, and you have all of a sudden a form that you can relate to, you can address. So this is actually quite convenient on an energetic and also physical level to have the picture in your mind. If these power animals arrive, they are manifestations of your higher self. So if you want to connect with your higher self, and you know, okay, the whale is my power animal, you talk to the whale for guidance, for example. And this brings me to the next question, like, when do these power animals come into your life? So in fact, they appear in the most different situations, most distinctive situations. For example, they could come in challenging situations in your life where you really need guidance and where you feel stuck, where you don't know where to go, what to do. They are like, you know, not just companions, but also advisors, gentle and loving advisors that advise you only for your best. You know, they mean well always. Or when you are going through a difficult process or difficult phase in your life, they may appear to, like, you know, take you by your hand and like, okay, I'm gonna guide you, I'm gonna help you. Don't be afraid. You're gonna do it. For example, I don't know, when the bear all of a sudden appears and invites you for more self-love and self-confidence, and you're gonna do this, you're gonna make this, you're strong enough for that. Yeah, all like that. There are thousands of examples on that. Or if you are in facing very important decisions in your life, and you can't really on a mind level, like on the ratio level, you cannot really come to a conclusion, you're invited to do it intuitively, or more based on your intuition. So the power animal is going to help you here as well. Sometimes they bring messages. They're messengers from the spiritual world also. Messages about yourself, about your belief systems. They're guiding you, being advisors. They are sometimes also bringing warnings, or like, you know, they're bringing little hints for attention, where you should probably just step a little bit back and see things from different angles, or warning you of eventual dangers or something. So yeah, in fact, they also want to show you new paths, new ways of life, new paths for your own life, because sometimes we are so caught up in our everyday life issues and we don't even see anymore where we are going. Many people end up in a burnout syndrome or in any other distress and stress syndrome. Yeah, so people get anxious, people get stuck somehow, and then the power animal may appear, or your own power animal may connect to you again and help you out of this being stuck, help you out of this point of no return, because there is always a return. Even on the so-called point of no return, there is always a way back. And sometimes we just need a little bit of help from our spiritual guides. And also they are giving you power. They're giving you strength. This is also one of the reasons why they're called power animals, because they give you the strength that you may lack on the one side, and then they are there for you to they offer yourself to you, themselves to you, to help you. Yeah. So the meaning of these power animals is very, very manifold. There are many meanings behind them. And yeah, they are friends, they are protectors, they are companions, advisors, they are warning entities, but they are also helpers, and they are entities that cheer you up. Like sometimes an animal just appears to cheer you up. If you're sad, you're being cheered up. So many different ways to approach this matter. And I really can only invite you heartily to rediscover your personal power animal or power animals, to get into this topic again. We can learn so much from them, and they are there. These entities, these energies are there. And if they see that you're open for them, they will come to you and appear much more frequently. And then you can start, okay, now the snake appear very frequently. What does it want to tell me? Or the squirrel, the elephant, what animal soever. So this is your personal invitation to get in touch again with these different energies and different manifestations of the spiritual world. So I'm going to upload many videos from here on the different animals. I'm going to talk about the meanings behind the different power animals, short ones and also longer versions. And you can either watch the videos that I upload, or you can read books, or even if you don't resonate with what I say or with what you read in the books, you can still travel to this specific animal and to this specific energy and feel, what does it do for you? What's your personal meaning of it? When you say, okay, for me, this snake feels like it wants to warn me of something, then it's right for you. So really experiment with these energies again. They are so happy to be there for you again. So I can only invite you to rediscover that immense pool of old knowledge, and it's really doing a great deal for helping you through the everyday life and your various situations. So yeah, and if you like this video on power animals and want to know more about the topic and shamanism in old days and modern days, subscribe to my channel. I'm happy if you leave a like and also activate the bell. I wish you all the best, and let me know in the comments about your personal experiences with power animals. I'm looking forward to it. And then all the best for you guys. See you next time. Bye.